What up, world? You already know what time it is. Finally back with another episode of Successful Habits. It's your favorite co-host podcast, Pack. And as always, I'm here with the man with the plan himself, Coach D. West. What's going on with you today, Coach?
Man, I can't complain, man. Feel good to be back.
Yeah, for sure, man. Excuse me. What you got to say to the people, man? We've been gone for a minute.
And I just hope everybody been, locked in, doing what they supposed to do. Sometimes in life it get a little busy. Like when you going in the right direction, it's supposed to feel like you don't have a break sometimes, but it's just me you moving in the right direction. So I hope everyone was having a good, break or good work week or weeks or months, whatever you had going. I hope 2026 is going well for you, man. Me personally, 2026 has been pretty good to me so far. I'm just trying to, continue to stay afloat and continue to just day by day stack days and continue to grind.
Most definitely, man. I agree with you, bro. We've been busy with day to day stuff, but definitely glad to be back podding. Just to kind of get into the details of it a little bit. I don't know if everybody else know. I think our last episode was maybe a little bit before All Star Weekend. But since then, coaching his guys, they've been on a little championship run, man. Unfortunately, we came up short in the semifinals, but I do want to kind of talk about, recap the season a little bit. You guys had a hell of a season, coach, especially down the stretch, towards the end of the season, buzzer beater after buzzer beater, game winner after game winner, especially in your win or go home games on your way to the big house. For those of y'all who don't know, in Mississippi, the building that we host the championship tournament in is the state championship tournament for basketball is called the big house. So, on the road to the big house, you had some guys really step up and hit some big shots. But like I say, buzzer beater after buzzer beater, bro. How you feeling looking back at the season, coach?
Man, this season, well, first off, I got to give hats off to the guys. Like I feel like they bought in, they got better as the time went on, and that's the beauty of the season. That's the beauty of the journey. Like you're supposed to get better, game by game, day by day. So I feel like they did that. And the season is long and taxing, so they deserve this little break that we're about to take from basketball for a week or two, including myself. Like we all get to take a step back. But as far as the season is concerned, man, it was a blessing. It was fun to be around, because the vibes was good. The guys were bought in. No really negative drama, because like when you coaching a team with 15 different personalities, sometimes,
Most
you
definitely.
have to deal with locker room issues or whatever that case may be. But for the most part, it was a smooth ride. Outside of we lost a couple games, won a couple
Mhm.
games, but I just feel like that's part of the journey. You're supposed to go through that.
For
And
sure.
man, we probably had a game before the semifinals, so a game before the Elite Eight, as we call it in March Madness term. Man, we came back from down 10 points in 22 seconds.
Yeah.
They calling it the best comeback in Mississippi high school history. We was down 10 points with 22 seconds on the clock and end up pulling it off, man. And it just, man, like I said, man, shout out to the guys, man. It was a great and fun season.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so disclaimer, I was actually watching that game on stream. It was like Coach said, we was down 10 with like 20 something seconds left. I cut the stream off. I get a text later on in the night saying, "Man, that was a crazy ending." I'm like, "Man, yeah, I hate to see the season end like that, yada yada yada." They say, "Nah, we won." I'm like, "Man, ain't no way we won. We were down 10 with 20 seconds left. What happened?" Long story short, man, like Coach said, like I said earlier, bro, big shot after big shot, buzzer beater after buzzer beater, man. Especially from one of your go-to guys on the team. You know what I'm saying? He hit a lot of big shots for you guys down the stretch. Deshaun Dillon, he gonna be a really really good basketball player, coach. I think he got
Yeah, for sure.
a lot of the skills. I do want to see him have a higher motor earlier in the season. Honestly, though, to be completely honest, man, when I seen y'all in person, I definitely didn't think y'all would be y'all was necessarily equipped to make the type of run that y'all made. Because, like I said, man, y'all ended up losing in the semis to the defending champions, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So losing in the semis to the defending champions, y'all played the whole entire season with essentially no big man, and the defending champs had a 7-foot Gonzaga commit as their anchor on both ends of the floor. So I do want to kind of talk about the team that y'all lost to, which is Germantown. When y'all matched up with them in the regular season, what was the outcome?
We matched up early in the regular season. We didn't
Right.
have our football guys, so like Dylan plays football, and a couple other guys play football. A couple of key guys, so it kind of was a. And we was down our starting point guard because I think he hurt his ankle the game before that game. So we was down a lot of guys, and you know, they kind of did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
defending champions and with majority of the team coming back, so they're pretty good. They're a pretty good team, like you say, with the Gonzaga commits, like the top 15 center in the country. So they did what they were supposed to do. They handle business, and they're just they're a well coached team. They're big, they do what they're supposed to do, and they do it well.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
feed the big boy. They play together. They have good team chemistry. They well coached. I think that's a really good team.
Do you recall what that loss margin was? How much I lost by in during the regular
Um,
season?
I don't recall. I know it was like 20 though, if
Yeah, for
not
sure.
more. Like, like around that
Yeah,
20
most
something.
definitely. And the only reason why I wanted to kind of touch on that is because, like I say, y'all played them in the regular season, you lose by 20. In the semifinal win or go home, y'all going to the half up 3. And y'all, I mean, the defensive scheme, bro. First of all, I gotta applaud you guys, bro, because your defensive scheme was it was great. They executed the best way that they could. I think your tallest player might be 6'4". Correct me if I'm wrong,
Mhm.
coach. So your tallest player 6'4". He not guarding the center. Not, you know what I mean? But he'll get down there, he'll grab some boards, you know what I mean? He's just an athlete like that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But essentially, I went out there guarding a 7-footer with a bunch of 6-foot players. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, the boy had 20, but he's 7 feet, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all handled it really, really well. Y'all went into the half up 3. Basically, you traded leads up until the last 2-3 minutes of the game. What was the game plan offensively and defensively going into the game, though? Like, what was the conversation? What was the scouting report say? What was the conversation?
Um, it was kinda more so just do what we do, make the big man work. Well, we knew from film he was gonna hedge ball screens. Like, he's not a back to the basket 7-footer. He's like a mobile
Facts.
7-footer, so
Facts.
he's gonna come out and guard and hedge ball screens. And, offensively, we just wanted to make him work, just put him in a lot of action, just make him guard the screen and roll, make him try to go after every block shot,
Yeah.
see if we can get in the paint, drive and kick, just take the good shots. Because against a team like that, or even when you get to the point of the season where you at the Final Four, you don't want to play not to lose,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
You want to play ball, like, granted, you want to play smart, but you still want to play basketball. Like, you want to take the same shots as long as they're good shots. Like,
Mhm.
so going into the game offensively, we didn't have, too much different game plan from any other game. But as far as defensive game plan, it was just at this point of the season, it's just about who wants it more. Of course, we trapped the post. Of course, we, did when he caught the ball. Of course, we had a 2-3 matchup to kind of throw him off sometimes. At this point of the season, it's just about who wants it more.
Yeah, facts.
Luckily for us, the game right before that, we played another good big, one of the best bigs down here.
Mhm.
He's an underclassman though. He's gonna be really good too. And we kinda did the same thing with him. So when we played Germantown, it wasn't much different.
Yeah, facts.
We knew he was gonna score. Like, he's gonna score. Our job is to just make it tough for him. Super tough, especially on the catch. So make him work and make the catch hard, the initial catch. And once we do that, send help. So
Send fire to the glass too.
yep. Make sure you box out, keep a body on. So it kind of looks like a boxing one because we always got somebody following him, but they just for like defensive rebound purposes,
Mhm.
if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, but it's not a boxing one when we were in man and 2-3 and just switching it up a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, just those little small adjustments say a lot about y'all's growth throughout the season because you go and you lose to them by 20 in the regular season, and then in the winter go home game with all the marbles, y'all go up 3 at the half. You trade the leads up until the last 2-3 minutes of the game. End up, coming up short, losing by only 6 points though. How did the guys feel, mentally after the loss? What kind of stuff did y'all say to them at the end of the season, bro?
Well, like I told him, it's nothing I can say to make it better
Right.
because the season over. I know, like, we're one game away from the championship. They poured their hearts out into the season. It's nothing I can say that can make that moment better. But I just try to be as open as I can with them, just letting them know, like, it's nowhere else I'd rather be. Like, I'd rather be coaching y'all. Like, you know what I mean? So just kind of being there, their comfort for them. Like, their game really wasn't nothing to hang their heads about. Like, they played hard.
Nah, it
Like,
wasn't. It wasn't. It
they
really
played
it was a great
hard.
game. Yeah.
It was a great game, and we just came up on the wrong side of it. It's just back to the grind. Our whole team comes back. And we don't lose any starters. We lose a couple people, a couple big men that contribute a little bit, so to
Mhm.
say. But outside of that, our whole team comes back.
What's one thing that you say that y'all really need to work on as y'all go into this off season to get ready for next year to make this run again and hopefully come out with some hardware this time?
I would say we definitely need to be hitting the glass because, of course, we're
Mhm.
gonna be undersized until that changes. But it's kind of hard for me to say. I want to say the flow of the offense, but it's kind of hard because a lot of our key players they're gonna be playing football for half the year, and
Mhm.
we don't get them back until it's time really to go. So I think a couple of them just need to grow their individual game this summer. Since we won't have the time in August, September, October with them, they need to grow this summer so that way when we get them back, it'll be it'll be a smoother transition.
Yeah, for sure. I would say, just from me watching, because I watched quite a bit of games this season, man. I think, especially down the stretch, man. I think one thing that, at least especially from that last game, I would say is trusting each other, man. And if you a player, not just from Northwest Ranking, but just a basketball player in general, bro. If you trying to get to the promised land, if you trying to get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, bro, you gotta be able to trust the four guys on the court with you, bro. You know what I mean? And if you play for a team that got a guy, man, you got to be able to, it's selfless basketball. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. We gotta work on. And not saying that I seen any selfishness going on, but I think that a lot of high school teams can definitely be more selfless. You know what I'm saying? Make the
Yeah.
right pass, bro. Get your guys involved. Get your guys in good positions, man. Because I was one of them kids who, when I was on my team in high school, I was the guy. My 10th grade, we had a different guy. I waited my turn to be the guy. And when it was my turn to be the guy, I did what I was supposed to do. But the thing about being the thing about being in that type of situation is if you the guy, it's your responsibility to make your other teammates look good.
Hmm.
And if you're not the guy, it's your responsibility to make the guy look good. Because if he got any hopes of making you look good, and when y'all winning games, you got to help him be able to do that. In terms of big picture stuff, bro, if there's a guy on every team, bro, the majority of the time that guy gonna go to college, bro. Majority of the time, he gonna go to college. Now, everybody else on the team, man, you could potentially end up at a school you was never supposed to be at just by doing the right thing, making the guy become a bigger guy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like playing your role properly, bro. Like Coach said all the time, bro. Not everybody, especially at the next level, it's rare that you're gonna go into a program and be the guy. It's rare that you're gonna go into the program and be able to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like it's rare as a going into a program as a freshman that you even gonna see the court.
Hmm.
So you might as well get ready to, you know, accept that number one and maximize your potential at whatever your role is gonna be next season at the next level, whatever the case may be, man. That's
Yeah.
something that I think that I would want to see the guys work on over the summer is just that mental aspect of it is accepting what it is that y'all asking from them as a coaching staff and accepting what it is that the teammates around them is asking for. I think that
Yeah.
would say a lot.
I'm with you on it.
Yeah, so but like I said, man, all in all, hell of a season, coach. You won a ninth grade championship. Congratulations again on that. Y'all made a deep run in the varsity state tournament. So, very, very proud of y'all for that. But before we move on, I want to give my thoughts on high school basketball real quick, man. 'Cause I seen some stuff going on that I feel like we need to talk about, bro. So especially in Mississippi. So first of all, this ain't necessarily a problem. I just thought it was crazy when it happened. First of all, in the semifinal game the other day, I seen a ref call 5-second violation, bro. I ain't seen nobody call a 5-second violation in 20 years, fam. When he blew that whistle and called a 5 second, then it was like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, bro.
Yeah.
You can't make it ain't like he was hugging the man, bro. He wasn't hugging our ball handler, bro. You can't call a 5 second
Yeah.
like, come on, that's a tough call to make, man. I would like to see that call disappear from high school basketball, from basketball in general.
Yeah, they should we need a shot clock and to eliminate that. Cause with the shot clock, you can eliminate that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for
But you
sure.
gotta call it without a shot clock or
Yeah, for
else they could
sure.
just sit out there and hold the ball.
I agree with that. So that was actually my second point.
Yeah.
high school basketball, especially in Mississippi, need a shot clock, bro. I think all high school basketball needs shot clocks. I mean, we just not setting the kids up for success at the next level, bro. Like,
Exactly.
I think one thing that really frustrated me watching y'all game the other night is, like I said, y'all fought that 7-footer, bro. Y'all fought him all night, and I got to take my hat off to y'all guy because there will be times where y'all will have to fight him for 2-3 minutes of possession, bro. And he got a good, from what I could tell, he had a motor. He spinning off of post ups. He trying to catch, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? He's sealing toward the rim. I'm like, bro, you stopping 4 or 5 of his moves, but like I say, it's no shot clock. So all they do is just kick it back out, reset, he reposition.
Yeah.
I know the guy was banged up after that one, man.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is Mississippi basketball, bro, y'all need to get a shot clock like today.
For sure.
Like
A lot of stuff will
today.
change if that shot clock come.
Most definitely. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to coach. You're gonna have to really coach the boys gonna have to really play, even if it's a 40-second shot clock.
Yeah.
So even if it's 40 seconds or 45 seconds, something like that. Like even then, you still gonna have to scheme something up. It ain't no more just the game over and the score 10-5 at the end of the game. Ain't no more of that. Pull the ball out and hold it. Nah,
Mhm.
man. We definitely need to speed the game up a little bit more. Especially like I said, if you're trying to set them up for success the next
Facts.
level.
Facts.
Right. So last thing before we move on to NBA and some college basketball stuff. There is absolutely no reason why there was no way to stream that game, the state championship tournament, for free. The only way you could watch the game if you wasn't in attendance is you had to subscribe to an app for $15 a month. Cool, it's $15 a month. I ain't tripping about it, but think about if we talking about setting the kids up for success. It's people. This is a state championship tournament, bro.
Yeah.
This is where all your big talent is, bro. You supposed to make this as easily accessible as you can. You supposed to be able to get as many eyes as you can so that people can easily scout these kids and offer them scholarships and tournament stories, bro. March Madness coming up. You know how many people get drafted off of just what they did in the tournament? How many people get picked up by school just based on what they do in the state championship tournament, bro? There's no reason why there was no way to watch this game for free online.
Yeah, it should be everywhere, especially YouTube. Like you can watch Kentucky back high school, just a regular high school basketball game on YouTube. Like it should definitely be on YouTube streaming. Like
Yeah, bro, it gotta be free, bro. Like as a scout, not only that, but like I had to hear from a person who heard from a person how to even stream the game in the first place. Now think about what a college scout gonna have to do to like, you know what I mean? Especially if it's a school that like, oh well, I'm really over here in West Virginia scouting somebody, but I heard about this boy in Mississippi. I want to check him out. It's state championship time. I can't even see him play.
yeah,
I gotta pay $15. Now, granted, this $15 don't sound like a lot of money, but it's the hassle of it all,
it's
though.
the principle of the
Yeah,
matter
bro.
though.
It's
Yeah,
the hassle of it all, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go create an account. I gotta pay the folks. Then when I'm done watching the game, I gotta cancel the subscription. You know what I'm saying? It just like it shouldn't be all that, bro. It shouldn't be all that. I think Mississippi basketball really need to we just need to upgrade and update our systems and catch up with the rest of the world, bro. Catch up with the
yeah,
rest of the country, bro.
yeah,
Cause we got a lot of talent in Mississippi, man. It's hard to get eyes on them, bro.
yeah, for sure.
Right. But that was my little rant as far as Mississippi basketball is concerned. You know what I mean? Mississippi basketball made me the hooper that I was. So I ain't got too much bad to say. It just I think we need to definitely get caught up with the times though. Um, cool. So we can get into the rest of the bulk of the episode. Before we do that, I got an interesting stat for you, coach.
Let's
So
do it.
interesting stat for the week. So Con Knipple recently broke the NBA rookie record for 3 points made in a single season. And we still got about a month and a half of basketball left to go. The previous record was held by, funny enough, Keegan Murray with 206 threes in his rookie season in 2023.
Okay.
Con Knipple broke that record in only 58 games, bro. My sleeper rookie of the year pick ain't looking too bad, though, is it?
Ain't looking too bad. That was a great pick.
Ain't looking too bad, man. I think Coop still might be able to pull it out just because he got the franchise on his shoulders right now. But man,
Thanks.
Cun on his heels though, so definitely
Yeah, for
thought that was an
sure.
interesting stat, man. I'm curious to see. I had made the comment to somebody the other day that I ain't gonna lie, Cun can never keep up this pace, bro. He might be able to pass Clay Thompson on that 3-point shooting list quicker than you think, man.
Yeah.
What you think?
I mean, he breaking the record, you know what I'm saying, his rookie year, like, that's not, something crazy to say. I think it's definitely on the board.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, if the Hornets can make a couple playoff runs, it's definitely gonna require some playoff runs,
Some
though. If he
games, yeah, he gonna
Yeah.
need a lot of games.
And so if the Hornets can make some playoff runs or if he can find himself in a situation to where, he can be on a contending team. 'Cause I mean, at this point, I think the league know what he
Most definitely.
I mean, we'll see if Charlotte can use them the right way or if they can put some stuff together. Like I keep telling people all the time, Charlotte ain't bad, bro. They be winning. They be in game. They be in a lot of games, bro. They not bad. They just need to close games out down the stretch. But I thought that was an interesting stat. So, without further ado, let's get into the bulk of the episode. Like I say, man, we don't want to take up too much time on this return to the pod, but we do want to get into some nitty gritty stuff because we got a lot of basketball coming up. This is my favorite time of the year.
The best time of the year for the
This is my
for the hoops.
For sure, for sure. It's state championships everywhere
Yeah.
across the country. We got March Madness coming up. We nearing the end of the
NBA
NBA
playoffs
regular
coming up.
season, man. Yeah, it's some good time for basketball right now. So let's get into some NBA stuff real quick so we can move on to some college. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the college basketball season this year, the product of basketball in college has been way better than what I've been seeing from the NBA this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Especially we got a
Going
lot of
up.
teams. Yeah, I think this draft so crazy that everybody in the league just tanking right. F it, bro. I need one of them 15 picks, bro.
Hey,
I
that's
need it.
because like all the freshmen, like you really can't go wrong with the
You
freshmen in
can't.
college right now.
You
Like the
can't.
freshman class so loaded. Like
And
all
they,
of them had bring something valuable to the table.
that's what I was just finna say. I think what I like the most about it is every team can fill a gap with these freshmen that they got out there
Yeah,
right now, bro. Like
yeah.
they all do so much different stuff. They all impact the game in so many different ways. But we'll talk about that here in a second. So before we get into some college basketball stuff, man, let's go on and talk about some NBA current
Let's
standings,
do it.
man. So we'll go through each conference, talk about current standings. We'll go 1 through 10, but for all intents and purposes, I want to just stop at 1 through 8 when we get to talking about if the season was to end today, who you think would come out of these first round matchups. Right? We'll talk about the who is ranked 1 through 10 right now, but we'll go 1 through 8 when we talk about matchups. All right, so we'll start with the Eastern Conference. Number one in the Eastern Conference, we got the Detroit Pistons.
No.
Them guys hooping, man. 45 and 15. 45 and 15, boy, playing some good basketball. This one surprised me. Number two in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics. Surprised?
Yeah, nah.
I'm surprised. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am
Well,
surprised.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they number two. But before the season, that was my team to pick
Yeah,
top.
for sure.
Float around top of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I'm surprised that they're number two, but I'm not surprised that they're good.
Man, Joe Mazzulla, coach of the year, bro. Joe Mazzulla, coach of the year, bro. There's no
Yeah,
way they supposed to be number two in the Eastern Conference with this roster.
he's doing that. He's doing his thing for sure.
Granted, they got Jaylen Brown, who is Batman for sure, for sure. He Batman. Like if anybody doubted it before, you can't doubt it no more. He Batman.
Gotta respect it.
We gotta respect it. So shout out to the Boston Celtics, man. Number two in the Eastern Conference. Number three in the Eastern Conference, we got the New York Knicks. Definitely no surprise there. They just picking up where they left off from last season. Number four in the Eastern Conference, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, there was an interesting article the other day that said that after the James Harden trade, the Cavs might be the favorite to win the East. What you think?
I like it. I like it. I like that Harden trade a lot. When we do picks closer to the year, you might be surprised by who I pick.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. That boy Jerry Allen finna get maxed out now. That Harden in
For real.
town, man.
If you a big man and you play with Harden, you gonna get the max because he gonna make you look good. Harden
For sure.
is Harden is an underrated, probably. I'ma just be nice and say top 10 highest IQ of all time, bro. He know this game inside out.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Anybody that can go from leading the NBA in scoring, then the next season lead the NBA in assists, like he just flipped this game like this, bro. And he don't get no credit. Like that's tough. Like
I can agree with that. I used to be hard on James Harden because I always wanted him to be that 35 points per game scorer.
mhm.
But in reality, like you said, man, anybody who can flip their game like that in the course of one summer, man, you gotta give them credit for that.
Yeah, so I like the Cavs. Not a bad take. Not a
Yeah,
bad
I
take at all.
I agree. I gotta see, they definitely on a good little run now that they got Harden. So I'm curious to see. I
And
was
he's an upgrade from Garland too.
I agree. I was a little bit worried that him and Donovan Mitchell wasn't gonna be able to just mesh too well together. I knew him and Jared Allen was gonna be able to play good together because that's what Harden does. But so far he ain't been taking the ball out of Spider hands like I thought he was.
Now, let me put you in a different perspective. Playing with Mitch is just like playing with Maxi.
That's true.
Like he know how to, he know how to get him going. He know how to play with him. Like he not gonna dominate the ball. He just gonna run screen and roll when he got to. Like he been playing with ever since he left the Rockets and people bashed how much he held the ball. He really hasn't been holding the ball as much on these teams that he's been going to with other superstars. You know what I mean? All of them has been looking good. So I wasn't worried about that. That's one of the most underrated trades.
Yeah, I definitely
Let's
agree
see.
with you on that one. I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. So that's number 4 in the Eastern Conference. Number 5 in the Eastern Conference is the Toronto Raptors.
I'm surprised by them.
Yeah, I'm surprised they number 5 too. They snuck in there. They snuck in there. Number 6 in the Eastern Conference, we got the 76ers. Definitely, I ain't necessarily surprised. I'm surprised at it. I honestly thought they were gonna be a little bit higher.
Yeah,
They kinda took a couple bad losses in a row,
yeah, fact.
but I definitely think that they gonna be dangerous in the playoffs, bro. Maxey like that.
Yeah, Embiid just got to be healthy.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
They won't be able to make a run without Embiid.
That's it. Then they lost Kelly Oubre for a long time. Paul George was in and out of the lineup. They just been riddled with injuries, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what they do. Especially when the playoffs roll around. But 7 in the Eastern Conference. Now this one kind of surprised me that they this low. Orlando Magic. Coach Moses was my pick for being the coach of the year.
Think I did too.
I just I don't know, man. I just don't. I mean, I know Franz. He was hurt this season. I know Jalen Suggs spent a lot of time. Honestly, I think it's and I'm not blaming P5, but I think P5 still got a little bit of growing to do in the sense of I don't think he realized he's 6'10", 285 pounds, bro. Like you gonna have to play some bully ball, bro. Just bully these boys until they sag off you, bro. That's just
Yeah.
what it is, bro. That's the reality of the situation. But I'm kind of surprised that they 7 seed right.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that for sure.
8th seed in the Eastern Conference, we got the Miami Heat. Surprised they that low? Or that's pretty much where you put them at? Or are you surprised they even in the playoff picture at all?
I'm not surprised that they're in the playoff picture because they always end up there with Spo.
For sure, some kind of way.
I'm I'm not surprised that they're that low. I just expected them to be a little higher. I thought they would be better than the Raptors. I
Okay,
thought they would
yeah.
be floating around that spot. So I thought they would be a little higher. I think they'll make the playoff for sure.
Man, I think the Raptors been figure something out, man. They been hooping this
Yeah, they've been
season, man.
rolling.
They got a lot of
They've
good
been
pieces,
rolling.
bro. They got Quickly, they got RJ Barrett, they got Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes been hooping. So I'm curious to see them later on in the playoffs as well. So ninth in the Eastern Conference, we got the Charlotte Hornets sitting at 500, 31-31. They actually tied technically with the Atlanta Hawks, both of them 31-31. So we got Charlotte and the Hawks at 9 and 10.
I'm low key surprised by the Hornets, but
You surprised that they even in the play in?
yeah, Hornets been terrible.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm surprised that they in the play in too.
And then, like, it's not only just the play in, it's like when you watch them, they look like a competent team. Like,
Yeah, fact.
they
Yeah,
haven't looked
yeah.
like this in a long time.
I
Like,
agree with you. I agree
so
with you.
I,
They stay in games, bro. They stay in
yeah,
games.
for sure.
They even them won some games that I definitely didn't think they was gonna win. Man, they got a lot of good young players, bro. They just
They do.
need a clear direction, man. I think they
Yeah.
all they all need to just recalibrate, get on the same page with the vision is, bro. But they got flashes of looking like, oh, hold on, now they boy might be able to do something.
Yeah.
And then the next game, like, man, these boy playing AU out here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it just take a little time. Alright, on number 10 is the Atlanta Hawks, 31-31. You surprised that they this low? I know at the beginning of the season, we had them projected a little bit higher. Of course, we thought Trey was gonna be available for a lot
Yeah, I
longer
was
than he
just about to
was.
say, yeah. You can't hold that one against. They made
Yeah.
a
What
franchise change and
what you
trade.
what you think about that trade, though?
I don't think it's a bad trade for the Wizards. Actually
I
think
agree.
it's a good trade. I read that the GM that drafted Trey Young is the GM for the Wizards.
Ah, okay. Oh, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, they're gonna kind of build around him. So I think that's a good move from the Wizards, especially like if you the Wizards, like you just looking for anything to be better than you have been in the recent years. You know what I
Yeah, for
mean?
sure.
So any chance that you got to get a superstar, just like I think the AD move was a good move. I
Yeah,
know
for
he
sure.
don't play as much, but if you're the Wizards, like you just trying to be relevant right now. Like so it's been so long since John Wall and Bradley Beal. Like it's been so long since, they've
And
been relevant.
look, if I'm an NBA franchise and people say about my team that this where NBA players come to die, I will feel some type of way, bro.
Yeah. Their
That would be
careers, by the way.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, their careers, they come to retire basically.
Yeah,
But nah, man, I would feel some type of way about that. But,
for
just for
sure.
context though, the Wizards are currently 16-45 right now. So hopefully when the players they acquired actually start playing next season, they'll look a
Thanks.
little bit different. What you think about the Hawks though, as far as like, did they get I know that they got Kaminga, but they
Mm,
also got CJ McCollum. As far as I can tell, from what it looked like, the game plan will give Jalen Johnson the keys to the ship.
yeah.
How what you think? How did their team how was their team affected by the trade, bro? Better or for worse?
I want to say they in the kind of rebuild mode. So
Yeah, I think so
like I
too.
think, now is the time to do it. And Jalen Johnson has been showing flashes of what he can be. So I think it's the perfect time to do it. So I like the move.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Well, that's 1 through 10 in the Eastern Conference. Let's talk about so if the playoffs was to start today and these matchups, I just want to hear them just real quick who you got coming out of these series. So if the playoffs was to start today, not including the play-in, we're just talking 1 through 8, it'd be the Pistons versus the Heat.
Pistons.
Sweep, sweep, sweep,
Boy.
sweep. I'm calling a sweep.
I'm gonna put this on record. The thing that bothers me with the Pistons is that nobody else can create offense outside the cage. That's
I
gonna
like
come
yep,
back to
that's
hunt
true.
them in the playoff. Now,
That's true.
I know they play tough. I know they gritty. I know they have some pieces, but no one else can create offense outside the cage. Now in the playoffs, when you play against good matchups, it's
Especially
gonna
when
come
you up
back to
against
hurt you.
Spo.
Yeah, it's gonna come back to hurt them. So I don't think Pistons can come out the East.
That's tough.
I don't think they can come out the East.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I think personally they can sweep the Heat just because the Heat they're really well coached and they gonna play hard. I just don't think they got the personnel.
Yeah,
I just don't think they got enough firepower to. But the Heat, man, they always gonna find a way to at least beat you up.
facts.
Minimum, they gonna beat you up. Cool. So that's the Pistons and the Heat. Let's talk about Celtics and the Magic. That's an interesting.
Celtics. And you know Tatum coming back.
I think that man, I don't know. Is Franz Wagner supposed to be back?
I don't really know his situation. My thing with the Magic is I just don't think they can score enough. Like they
Yeah,
just can't score.
yeah, but see, my thing about them is last year in the playoffs when that game really slowed down because it gonna slow down in the playoff. When that game slowed down in the playoffs, they still got P5 out there, and he is 6'10", 300. So if he
Yeah,
decide he want to be 6'10", 300, it's gonna be rough on them Celtics, bro. They ain't really got too much size down there.
yeah, that's true. I mean, he probably gonna get his, but Chelsea just shoot so many threes, man. It's just
Yeah,
I
I
don't
agree
think
with
the
you on
Magic
that.
can keep up with them, to
Uh,
be honest.
I agree with you on that one.
Now,
That'll be
now
an
the
interesting one to see.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one, especially with no Tatum. Now, no Tatum, the Magic definitely have a chance, and the series might go
Yeah,
7. Either way.
a healthy Tatum, they dead. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Next matchup, we got the Knicks and the Sixers.
Knicks.
I think so too. I think the Knicks
They
gonna
just gonna be too much.
gonna be Brunson. Just he too damn good, bro. He too good. And then the last matchup for the first round in the Eastern Conference, we got the Cavs and the Raptors. That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a real good one. I like the Cavs though. I like the Cavs.
I like the Cavs because of experience.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's the only reason why I would take the Cavs, just cause they got more experienced players. Like we know what Spider gonna do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I would say you know what Harden gonna do in the playoffs, but we can hope James Harden gonna handle business in
Yeah.
the playoffs.
Yeah. And man, he don't have to, lead the team,
For
so he
sure.
gonna be all right. And I
Yeah.
know Mobley, Mobley is a matchup
Yeah.
problem, and
Yeah.
defensively they gonna be pretty good. And that's why I like him so much. Everybody in the playoffs, they might try to go at Harden, but now you got Mobley and Jerry Allen down there.
Yeah, facts. But I think honestly though, I think the Raptors kinda match up with them pretty good though.
Yeah, they do. They they
Outside
they
of like Harden, I mean, obviously Harden, give me Harden over quickly, but everywhere else they match up pretty decent.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Yeah, so that's Eastern Conference. Let's get into this Western Conference real quick. So number one in the Western Conference, Oklahoma City Thunder, 48-15. Right behind them. And you know what, man? You think the Thunder coming out the West? And man, them boy dangerous, but them boy play 15 players and they all can give you 20 whenever they want to, whenever.
You want to know my Dark Knight to come out the West?
Oh,
Timberwolves.
I knew you were gonna say that. We'll talk
Timberwolves
about them
coming
in
out the
one second.
West
We'll talk about them in one second. Spurs, babe, kind of back up to the Spurs a little bit. Number two in the West, I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised. To take that
for
leap from
sure.
where we were
For sure.
last year, like,
The West tough
yeah, to take that leap from where we were last year to sit up here and be number two in the West, and we number two by like 6 games.
for sure.
We 44-17. The Rockets number three, 38-22. So for
For
us to
sure.
be that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we dropped a couple games to some team we ain't had no business losing to, but I think that was just a byproduct of us still being young. But all in all, bro, we got some pieces out there. I'm excited to see what we look like in these playoffs. Number three in the West, Houston Rockets. I don't think we surprised about that one. We pretty much said that they were gonna have a great season this year. On number four, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Honestly, I'm not surprised that they number four. I'm surprised that they higher than the Nuggets though.
Yeah. Well, in the Nuggets defense, Aaron Gordon going down and then Joker went down for a couple weeks,
True.
but
That's true.
and then
That's
Aaron
true.
Gordon is a big part of that team.
Yeah, for
Huge
sure.
part.
Yeah.
He's a
He
huge part of
Swiss
that team.
Army knife. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think Cam Johnson was that much of an upgrade.
Man, listen. Well,
I
let's
don't.
let's back up to the Timberwolves real quick. So the
Okay.
Timberwolves, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Ayo Dosunmu, man,
For
as
sure.
and him and Bones Highland, bro. That's exactly what the Timberwolves needed.
Yeah. Ayo was a great pickup for sure.
Outstanding pickup, bro. That was a hell of a pickup. They ain't lose nothing really. They let Rob go, you know what I'm saying? Go be an
And
NBA
himself.
basketball player somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They let Mike Conley go. I think Mike Conley's. I think I heard that he was gonna get bought out and signed back just for the love of just because they love Mike Conley in Minnesota. But I think that these pickups exactly what the Timberwolves need. And then obviously, I ain't think it was possible, but I think tell me if I'm tripping, but Ant Man might have took another leap this season, bro.
For real. And man, I want to say trying to be the face of the NBA. He about to be the face of the NBA.
I ain't gonna lie, he might be the face of the NBA, bro. I
He
see
he
him,
made that man just different, bro. He's just different.
the confidence that he you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't teach that, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
can't force that confidence and that charisma and that, like, he play
Fact.
that way too. Like, he play like he know you can't stop me, bro. I know you can't stay in front of me, bro.
Yeah.
I love watching Ant-Man play basketball. Hopefully they can make another run. I mean, Ant-Man, I think, is out of the next generation players, the names they talk about like Ant-Man,
Yeah.
Tatum, Jokic, Luca, Shea. He the youngest out of all of them, bro. And he done already been to the Western Conference Finals 2, 3 times.
Gonna go
So
to the finals this year.
he done knocked off some big teams, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see. So you
He
got
got
the
that it factor, man.
for sure, for sure. So you got the Timberwolves coming out of the Western Conference.
I got him coming out the West.
I think them 2 pickups make it possible, bro. I think them Bones Highland getting more minutes and Ayo Dosunmu, I think that they made it possible.
Yeah.
So number 5, we got the Denver Nuggets. We kinda already touched on them a little bit, man, with Jokic being down for a little while and then a big piece of Aaron Gordon, missing for quite a bit of the season. But I'm with you, coach. I don't think, and I hate to admit it because I actually wanted the Nuggets to trade Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson way before the trade was announced. Just because, in my opinion, Michael Porter Jr. He want to be the guy. He want to take all the shots, and Cam Johnson in Brooklyn anyway.
He played the right way.
You know what I'm saying? He played the right way. You know what I'm
Yeah. And he
saying?
still do play the
Yeah,
right
for sure.
way. But I think the Nuggets are missing that guy outside of Murray and Joker who are willing to take them shots.
Yeah, I think
Like
so too.
Michael Porter kind of balanced them out because he wasn't scared to take those
Yeah,
shots. And
facts.
when he was on, they were so dangerous
Yeah,
because
facts.
he was hitting those shots. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
facts.
So I just think it's not that Cam Johnson is a bad fit. I just don't think it's an upgrade.
I agree with you. I definitely think especially the way Michael Porter Jr. been playing this year in Brooklyn. I gotta say that the Nuggets lost the trade.
Yeah,
Well, not by a lot, but they definitely lost the trade
yeah.
though. So that they number 5 in the West. Number 6 in the West, we got the Lakers, 37-24. What you gotta say about these Lakers?
Their West so tough. It's kind of hard to be mad at them, but when I watch them, they not a contender. They just not a contender.
Yeah, they ain't. I don't think they got a chance, bro. First round exit.
Yes, probably so.
I think so too.
Probably so.
Unless LeBron just
Unless
turn
Luca,
back the clocks
yeah,
and Luca just decide to go
yeah.
bananas,
I don't think they
cause
can win with Aiden, bro. I
I don't
just
think
don't
so
think
neither.
so. I don't think
I
so.
don't think that he think that they can win with Aiden. I don't think Aiden think they can win with Aiden.
He's just not a good fit with them, bro.
That man, you playing with the best player in the world. You playing with the best player in the history of basketball, and one of the best players in the world right now. And you complain about touches, fam? You want them to let you put your back to the basket and go to work, fam? Man, if you don't catch this lob, go sit down and put Jackson Hayes in the game, bro. This man crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they can win with Aiden.
But that's the Lakers, number 6 in the West. Number 7 in the West, we got the Phoenix Suns, 35-26. Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they even in the playoff picture.
Yeah,
After
they
losing
really not
KD,
bad.
they really not though. They really
They're not
not.
bad.
They scrappy.
Yeah,
And then, that boy Dylan Brooks, he didn't took the leap show this year. So I
yeah,
like it. I like it. I think Book having a down season, if I'm not mistaken. But all in all, they not bad. They still over 500. But they number 7. Number 8, we got Golden State Warriors. Boy, poor Stephen Curry, man. Poor Stephen Curry. He
they
need
just they wasting my
man,
boy Prime, man.
man. They just doing him so dirty, bro. They just
They
doing him
trying
so.
though. They got him. They trying. They trying to get him some help.
I mean, yeah, I guess, man. But man, you need to speed up the process. You ain't got that long, bro.
Yeah,
But they number 8 in the West. Number 9 in the West, we got the Clippers coming in under 500, 29-31. And then the Trailblazers number 10 coming in under 500, 29-33. So if the playoffs was to start today, we would have Oklahoma City versus the Golden State Warriors. Sweet.
yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. They get swept.
We would have the San Antonio Spurs versus the Phoenix Suns. 4-1 Spurs. I'm calling it.
Yeah,
4-1 Spurs. I
Spurs too
think
good.
I
They
think
too
we'll
good
I
for
think
them.
we'll give them a game. Like
Yeah,
just from being young and inexperienced, we'll give them a game. But other than that, they ain't gonna.
nah. Spurs too good. They
Yeah,
too
we too
good for the
good.
Suns.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a
Ne-
bad matchup for them.
for sure. Next matchup, Rockets, Lakers. Man,
Mm,
so
mm.
man, that series that might go 7 on some ugly, on some like nasty, like grind it out, like
Mm.
man, bro. That's
That's an interesting theory right there.
man, that's nasty right
I
there,
think the
bro.
Rockets will win it though. I do think the Rockets will
And
win
how
it.
many games?
I don't know.
That what I'm saying. I think
I
that
don't
junk going
know.
7, bro. Man, cause them Rockets can go cold on you, boy.
Yeah,
Man, then they both got cone. Luka ain't finna guard none, and Alpy definitely
nah.
ain't finna guard none. I think that series goes 7, but I think the Rockets come out. That's crazy. The next matchup we got is the Timberwolves. Hold on. I said the Rockets. Oh, yeah, okay. The next matchup we got is Timberwolves and the Nuggets. Man, hey,
Timberwolves.
every time they match up, that's a series.
Give me the Wolves. Give me the Wolves.
Aaron Gordon come back, you still going Wolves.
Give me the Wolves.
Man, hey
Give me the
man.
Wolves.
Man, wait.
First round exit, Nuggets.
Boy, Jokic be deciding to do in them playoffs, man.
Oh, he gonna do his thing now. It ain't no
Be
stopping him.
legendary, bro.
He gonna do his thing. I like them Wolves at 7.
He told Rudy Gobert that one time, brother, I have 40. So you say
I
Wolves
like
and 7.
I like the Wolves at 7. I like the Wolves at
Man,
7.
listen, bro. I'm gonna say this. I love Ant-Man, bro. I want him to win. But man, Jokic did too damn good. I think I'm gonna go with the Nuggets on this. They just been here so much. I mean,
Wolves
granted,
getting first round exit.
I just don't. Honestly, I don't want them to match up, bro. I honestly just don't want them to match up, bro.
You see the Jaden McDaniels?
Like my hope is so right now the Timberwolves number 4 in the West, but they 39-23. The Rockets 38-22. So I'm hoping
You
the
want the Rockets
Timberwolves.
to get the Nuggets.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the Timberwolves can slide up. They gonna wipe the Lakers nose, sweep them
Yeah,
real
they gonna
quick.
They gonna
and
kill
then
the Lakers
and then the Nuggets probably gonna put the Rockets to bed, and then we'll say that for a second round matchup. 'Cause I just that's a good first round matchup, bro. I don't want to waste it on the first round.
for sure, for sure.
But cool. So that's our playoff picture for the season, man. If the season was to end today, that's the NBA. Now I know we already 40 minutes into the episode, so we're gonna try to get into these college basketball power rankings real quick. Cause it's March Madness, coach. March, we got the round of 64 start on March the 19th. We gotta talk some college basketball today. And just an FYI, while I'm getting these brackets pulled up real quick, we do plan on doing well. I mean, you can tell them about it, coach. You say you want to do a bracket episode, right?
Yeah, we gotta have an episode just for the bracket. So if you are making a March Madness bracket, make sure you find a way to hit us up on social media. We want to see your brackets. We might try to make a Discord or something for my college fans. Do something special this year. But we definitely want to do a bracket. We're gonna do it right here on YouTube, and we're gonna drop the video, and we're probably streaming on Twitch.
Most definitely.
How about that? We're streaming on Twitch. We'll do a bracket on Twitch. So we'll the episode before we do the Twitch, we'll drop the link and we'll drop all the things you need for the Twitch if you decide to pull up, but we're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah,
And
I
we'll
like
just
it.
do it live on Twitch.
I like it. Solid plan, coach. So that'll probably be the game plan for the episode. Stay tuned on our social medias for what day and what time we plan on knocking that out for y'all. But definitely we want to get y'all involved in the bracket. So let's talk about these power rankings, man. We'll go through a couple on real quick. We're just gonna go through the AP top 25. We ain't gonna worry about the coaches poll right now. So number one team in the country right now is Duke.
For sure.
They got Isaiah Evans, Cam Boozer. I honestly, bro, Duke really well coached too.
Man, Duke is extremely good, bro. February 17th, I'm looking at a tweet right now that I sent out. This one when Duke was like number 6 team in the country. February 16th, I said Duke is the number 1 team in the country, and they gonna beat Michigan when they play. This was February 17th.
That's
And
tough.
now, and I predicted that. And I said, because these were my top 3 teams at this point in the season, February 17th. I said, Duke, Michigan, and Houston are my top 3 teams in the country.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Right now, you almost right. You got Duke number one. We
Hmm.
got Arizona coming in at number two. Arizona got Braden Burries over there,
Yeah.
Cole Pete. They got some good pieces over there too. They play really good D. They got a big man that be hoping. I
And now
like big boy.
Arizona probably, if I was to redo it, I would put Arizona at 3 over Houston. If I was to
Okay.
redo it,
Okay.
I put
Um.
Houston like at 5.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Okay. Cool. Coming in number three in the top 25, we got Michigan.
Yeah.
Pretty much like you called it.
Michigan better than Arizona though.
Think so?
I like them at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We got UConn coming in at number four, which honestly surprised me, but I ain't really watched a lot of UConn this year.
Yeah, UConn tough.
Yeah. You like what you see?
UConn tough. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We got number five coming in, Florida Gators. Boy, trying to run it back, they say. You don't
They
think they
they
top
they
five worthy?
nah, not top 5. I think they top 10. I don't think they top 5.
Yeah, I definitely think that strength of schedule probably played a lot to do with that
SEC is SEC, the NIL kind of balanced out the SEC,
for
so
sure.
SEC is not as strong as it used to be. Like it's a lot of like balanced out as far as like it's a lot of people in the Big Ten and
Yeah.
ACC and talent just spread it out. So SEC is not super strong as it's been in the recent years, and so Florida's just running through it. But I think they're good. I just don't think they top.
On number six, we got Iowa State. I ain't gonna lie. I love Iowa State. Them boy
Yeah,
gonna
they play
get in
so
your
hard.
jersey,
Yeah,
fam. Them boy
yeah,
trying to lock you up, fool. That's Iowa State. I think they make a deep run this year, bro.
for
Just all
sure.
just all being able to shut down star players, bro. I like what I see from Iowa State. Coming in number seven with the same type of caliber championship mentality, we got Houston. They play the same way. And honestly, man, Kingston Fleming, bro, he a dog. He a dog. And, they got a bunch of returning players too, but I think Houston in a good spot. Number eight, we got Michigan State. What you think about them being number eight?
Maybe a little bit too high. I think they're
Yeah, I
super
think so
good.
too.
Don't get me
I think
wrong. I
they
think they're
good too. I
super
just think
good,
they ain't that good.
but they cannot shoot from outside consistently.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
kind of scared me.
That's gonna
But
hurt.
I think they're good and they're well coached, and they got one of the best point guards in the country for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Top 3 point guard in the country for
yeah.
sure.
Don't they got that boy that be on their rim all the time too?
Yeah, Carr. Yeah,
Car,
but he
Corn
can't.
Car. Yeah, that boy
Yeah, flying. He'll jump over you.
flying, dog. So that's number 8. Number 9, we got Nebraska. I ain't watched too much of Nebraska this season. Number 10, we got Texas Tech coming in. Number 11, we got Illinois. Number 12, we got Gonzaga. 13, we got Virginia. Virginia gonna always stay top
Virginia
25.
tough. Virginia tough.
Yeah, for sure. Number 14, we got Kansas. I'm really hoping Kansas make a good run in the tournament. I think that it's important for Darren Peterson to really establish that he can make an impact and finish games, especially in March, bro. I think
Yeah.
if he can go on a good tournament run, put up some good numbers, finish games when it really matter, then I got him as my number 1 pick. But we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 14. So we get number 14. We got Kansas. 15. We got Purdue.
Mhm.
Led by the 5th-year senior, ain't he?
Yep.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that boy be hooping though.
Brave Smith?
Yeah, I rock with boy.
Yeah.
I
He be
rock
hooping.
with bro. He be hooping, bro.
He be
Um,
hooping.
number 16, we got Alabama. You know, man, I ain't gonna lie, LeBaron Fallon, bro, that man game is I
Yeah, he
rock.
tough. They just have trouble guarding, bro.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be
facts.
hard to win like that in March.
Yeah, facts. I agree. I agree. But I think they got a really, really good PG who can manage the game well on offense. But like you say, if you
For
can't
sure.
stop nobody, you're gonna really have to fill it up out there.
Yeah.
But that's number 16. Number 17, we got Carolina, which I'm surprised that they so low on the list. Honestly, I think that they should be a lot higher.
Mhm.
That's 17. 18, we got St. John's. 19, we got the last undefeated team, Miami, Ohio, 29-0.
Yep.
Number 20, we got Arkansas. 21, we got St. Mary's. 22, we got University of Miami. 23, we got Tennessee. 24, we got Vandy. And 25, we got St. Louis. So that's our power rankings for the season or so far. Now, real quick, I know we said we're gonna have a bracket episode, but I do want to get your thoughts on who you think gonna be alive around Sweet 16 time, man. All right, actually, you can go Elite Eight. Who you think gonna make it to the Elite Eight?
Give me and based on these brackets, coming out, they'll be on the same side, but Duke, Michigan, Houston, Duke, Michigan, Houston, UConn, St. John. Who was on the other side? Let me pull it up. You think it's gonna be a Cinderella story this year?
I don't think so because all of the top 25 got power players on they got lotto picks on their team this year, bro. I mean, it's possible, anything possible. I think if a like, would you consider Miami, Ohio Cinderella if they go?
Miami higher, most definitely.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they 29-0, but strength of schedule, you know what I'm saying? If anything, I think it would be Miami, Ohio. That's me though. But it's March, bro. Anything can happen.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So my Sweet 16. So I'll have to do 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm looking at where everybody will be. I'm trying to see
Yeah, for sure.
who will be on the same side. Cause some of these teams, it'd be impossible for them to, come out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, if you want to make it easy, since we're gonna do a bracket episode and break down the whole bracket, if you just want to make it simple, give me your top 8 teams in the tournament right now.
Duke, Michigan, Arizona, UConn, Kansas, Houston, Iowa State. I'm gonna say Michigan State. I think Michigan State better than Florida.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. You don't believe in Carolina?
Nah, not with Caleb Wilson getting hurt. I don't think they can
I don't know. I,
sustain.
I heard I heard he gonna try to play.
Yeah, I seen that. I got to see him.
Yeah, for
His
sure.
his his wrist
But
supposed to
but
be
if but if
broke.
he on the court, would you
If he
still
on the
ain't
court and he healthy, I can get behind him. If
okay.
he on the court and he healthy, I can get
Okay, cool.
behind
I
those
think I
guys.
think my list is the same as yours outside of who's the last team you said instead of Florida? Oh, you said Michigan State. I think yeah, I would take Carolina over Michigan State. But other than that, I think my top 8 in the tournament right now is the same as yours. Now, as far as Cinderella stories, I can't call it. It's March, bro. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Once the official bracket come out, we can see everybody
For sure.
roll,
For
the
sure.
road they got to go on, and
Yeah. And
then
then we'll be able to
y'all
kind of
kind of
yeah.
gauge who can kind of win those games.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool. So make sure you stay tuned for the bracketology episode for sure. For sure, like I say, tap into all our social medias, TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you follow Successful Habits page so that you can stay updated whenever we get ready to go live. We're gonna go live on all kind of different platforms, as many as we can, so we can knock this bracket out for y'all. But
Yes, sir.
before we get out of here, Coach, I want to hear your top 5 draft picks in order if the season was to end today, and then we'll circle back again after the tournament to see if anything changed.
My top 5 draft picks.
And let me know if you want me to go first. I already got mine.
Yeah, you go first. You go
All right,
first.
cool. So number one, Darren Peterson. Every game that I done seen this season, that young man is NBA ready, bro. He probably the most ready as far as like you could build a franchise. You can start building a franchise around that dude already, bro. In my opinion.
Yeah,
You know, he played both ends of the court, so I like it. Number one pick, Darren Peterson. For me, number two, Darius A. Cup, bro. I think that bruh is probably the best point guard in college basketball right now.
for
It's
sure.
I think Michael Brown up there with him, but I think the A Cup just got it, bro. A
He
Cup
got
got
it.
it, bro. He got it, bro. So he number two for me. Number three, I gotta go Cam Boozer. I think that he just right now in college, he a man amongst boys, bro. Number four, I got Caleb Wilson, bro. When the lights get bright, he come to play, dog. He come to play, bro. He do a little bit of everything. I think he got an NBA ready game. He can stretch the flow. He got good mid range post up work. He can fade. He play a lot like Kevin Garnett, in my opinion. He got good
Mhm.
motor. And number five, I got AJ, man. I don't think AJ. I think AJ would be number one pick in any draft except for this one, bro.
So you don't think he gonna be number 1?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But now, granted, it depends on who get the number one pick
I was
based on
just
what
about
they
to say that.
need. Based on
Yeah.
what they need, but I think that if we talking about teams to just come in and take the best player, I don't think they'll pick him. The
I
only
mean, it's
way
kinda hard. What you
I
about to say?
I was gonna say the only way I think the only reason I think that he probably will end up being number one pick though, honestly, is just because all of the bad press around the DP right now.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on it. That's my top five. What you got for me?
I mean, it's kinda hard to pick, outside of that, because those are the 5 freshmen that's getting it done. I just say the order probably be different. I would probably go, um, DP number 1, AJ 2, Buff 3, Boozer 4, and probably Wilson 5.
You don't like the
Some
boy from Tennessee projected to go pretty high?
Yeah, I do. I just don't like him better than that 5.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
agree.
I like I like Fleming to go in the first round. I like Braden Berries from Arizona to go in the
Yeah.
first round.
You
The
think
kid
Braden
from
Berry
Louis,
first round?
yeah, he gonna go first round for sure.
Mm,
He gonna go first round. They got him
okay.
projected like 8.
You think Flemings can go lotto
He
top
gonna be
14?
be either the dead or right outside it.
Yeah, yeah.
Either that or right outside it, but
Man,
he
I
gonna be a
don't
pro for
I
sure.
don't know if I done I mean, granted, I probably only seen Arizona 3, 4 times. I don't know if in my opinion, I don't know if Brady I mean, he might be late first round though, Braden
Yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
think
he gonna end up being first round.
yeah, I mean, he pretty solid. He pretty solid. I think he kinda shrunk against some big teams, but he pretty solid though. I like it. I like it. All right, well, that's our top five draft picks if the season was to end today. But obviously, we got March Madness coming up right around the corner, so we'll circle back and give y'all our updated list after the tournament is over. We probably go a little bit further than five. We might just do the whole lotto at that point.
Yeah.
So before we get up out of here, man, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for tapping into this episode, especially because we've been gone for so long, man. So if you tapping into this episode, man, we really, really do appreciate you. We're gonna definitely make the commitment to get back on it. You know what I mean? Now that high school basketball is done and both of our lives are a little bit less hectic. I mean, we can
Mhm.
definitely set aside time to record. But as always, man, I appreciate y'all so much for tapping in. Make sure you follow us on all our socials so you get ready to watch our bracketology episodes so you can interact with us, bro. You know what I mean? We like to have a little back and forth exchanges from every now and then. So, that's my thoughts on it, coach. What you got to say to the people before we get ready to go?
Man, not too much. Just keep tapping in, man. That when we do the bracket, that March Madness episode gonna be super fun. So make sure you following us on Twitch. I said I wanted to do more stuff on Twitch this year as far as training and stuff, the breakdowns that we do and March Madness, like things like that, NBA playoffs. So if you not following us on there, go ahead and hit that follow button. We'll put it in the bio on YouTube. Just to interact, man. Create a basketball community, sports community, just to kind of grow, you know what I'm saying, and bounce ideas off each other. I think that'll be fun. And it's an exciting time for sports. So just make sure you tapped in on the episode. Make sure those notices on, man, and make sure you subscribe.
Yes, sir. So subscribe to the channel, share this episode with a friend so we can get the traction back going. Make sure you tell a friend that we making brackets live on Twitch, live on Instagram, live on whatever live we can get on. Make sure you tap into the next episode. And as always, make sure you turn your notifications on so you get alerted next time we drop one. On behalf of the Successful Habits Pod, I'm your co-host, Podcast Pat, and we out of here.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.